Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakaha Kodash, Yahweh being the true, almighty, and powerful name of the Heavenly Father, the Most High Power, all right, of the nation of Yasha Allah, all right, which is Israel, all right, which the world ordinarily calls God, all right. His name is Yahweh, all right, and his only begotten son's name is Yahweh Shai, who the world ordinarily calls Jesus Christ, all right. You know, the world is just ridiculous because they don't understand, you know, those names. Of course, you know, they've been blinded and such, you know, but of course, you know, those are the proper names of the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, all right, in the Paleo Hebrew, all right, in the Lashawan Kodash, not in the Yiddish, all right, and that's just what it is, all right. Bahashem Rakaha Kodash, in the name of the Holy Spirit, all right. Rakah is spirit, Ha is the, and Kodash is holy, all right. Bahashem is, of course, in the name, all right, which I utter in the Hebrew, all right. Of course, I want to give double honor to those apostles at Great Millstone. Rule well, peace and salutation to all the sincere Achim that out there doing the work, all right. I'm the brother Mappa from Great Millstone playing tables camp located here in Babal, which is Babylon, all right. And you know, which that is America, and I'm coming back again with this truth, all right. This mostly due to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Been sitting on it for a wee bit, and I'm finally getting around to doing it. This is been also, you know, a lot of brothers, of course, it's just a spirit, you know, the spirit of Rakah Kodash that's going it, you know, to wake up you know, our people, which have been scattered amongst the rest of the heathen, all right, which all Israelites ain't gonna look like so-called black men, all right, or you know, like so-called Puerto Ricans, so-called Latin, so-called Native Americans, all right, because, you know, we have a thing called confusion of face, all right, which is written in the scriptures, and our nation has been scattered as a curse, okay, and so Israelites are gonna come in all sorts of looks and such, all right, you know, looking like all different other nations where we've been scattered to, all right, and of course, you know, their line is still of, you know, the stock of Israel, all right, which is a holy seed, all right. It's a nation of the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is the Lord's chosen people, whose salvation only, of course, is promised to, okay. That's it, and that's very simple, you know, to understand once you get, you know, the precepts in the scriptures, in which, you know, the Bible, you know, the way you teach it is precept upon precept, all right, line upon line, here a little, there a little, all right, and, you know, through thy precepts, you know, you get understanding, okay, and that's why you have the true men of the Lord. They come with the precepts, and the Christianity, the false, you know, Christianity, all right, you know, they believe in Jesus Christ, which is a white Jesus, which is not, isn't it true? It's bullshit, all right, and you know, all of that Catholicism, which means universal, it's all bullshit when you go into it, okay. So you know, when you go into the precepts, you see that, you know, these people really don't have the spirit working with them, all right. And it's very simple, all right. Let me see if I can get a couple weak scriptures. You know, this is just the opener and such. This is Isaiah, all right. I start at the 10th, and then I'll go back. All right, this is Isaiah 28:10. It says, "For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little." So, you know, we get these precepts of these scriptures, all right, to back up everything that, you know, we speak out of this scriptures, out of the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right. And of it, you know, you get, of course, the understanding, which has to be taught unto you, All right, because you know, you have all these wicked false prophets that go in the world, and they have, of course, deceived many. You know, but Yahweh Shem Yashai speaks by his prophets. All right, and that prophet just means speak, to say before. All right, you know, that's all that we speak. You say before that America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. All right, and that there's going to be a remnant that's going to be saved from that, and that's the elect. All right, the 144,000 prophets first, and of course the 1/3. All right, men, women, and children. All right, that believe in this truth. All right, and they will of course come up from all nations. All right, this is Amos 3:7. It says, surely the Lord, when you see it all caps, you go back into the Hebrew. All right, and you see the characters, all right, which is Yahweh. All right, when you go into it, all right, which will be in the Syrian right here. Let me see, go about it, and Yahweh right here, Yahweh. All right, that's the name of the Most High. Okay, it's not Jehovah, it's not Jehovah. Isn't there any of them things there? All right, which I spoke. All right, it's only Yahweh, Slakia, meaning forgive me. It is Yahweh, but it's not any of them other words. All right, such as Jehovah and Yahweh and all of that. That's not the right pronunciation. All right, it's Yahweh, which means he is, he exists. All right, and that's the name of the Most High, Yahweh. Okay, so it says, surely the Lord Yahweh, because he has a name, will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants the prophets, which is prophets, you know, are on the highways and hedges. All right, proclaiming the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai week in and week out, daily. All right, putting their lives on the line and all. And it's of course it's a hard job, but you know, it has to be done. All right, it has to be done. It's for, you know, of course, we're working out our salvation with fear and trembling after we woke up to the truth of the gospel, which is the good news that was put for the nation of Israel, that only we, of course, have salvation. All right, which we're gonna get Acts, the 5th chapter, and the 30, I believe it's the 31 verse. All right, because who your world ignorant calls Jesus Christ, he's only have come. Who the world ignorant calls Jesus Christ, which his proper name is Yahweh Shai, which means he the deliverer. All right, he's, you know, he came out of the tribe of Judah, which the nation of Israel consists of 12 tribes. All right, and of it, you know, you have the Lord. He came from, you know, the tribe of Judah. All right, when he of course came here in the flesh. All right, and you know, salvation is only for Israel. All right, which consists of the Negro, Latino, Native American. But because of course our nation was scattered, you know, you have a confusion of faith. So, you know, we have Israelite foreigners. Okay, all right, who are Israelites. They just look like the rest of the nation. They have the same spirit as, you know, what you know, the chosen ones. All right, the anointed ones. All right, simple as that, because they are. All right, they're not heathen. Okay, so let's see, this is Acts 5:31, and it says, him hath the power exalted with his right. It's like, let me read up a bit. It's like, this is Acts 5:30, and it says the power of our Father, all right, raised up Yahweh Shai, because you know Jesus is the word letter J. Well, didn't it come to, since didn't come on the scene till about you say around late 1600s or something like that. You know, it didn't exist. You know, it's made up and such. The J, all right. Like, well, I really, you know, the letter J is you know, it's you know, it didn't exist. So his name, you know, the point just being is that his name isn't Jesus. All right, because that didn't have any English on the scene during the Roman Empire when that they call so-called Jesus, which his proper name is Yahweh Shai, what was on the scene. You had Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. Okay, so Jesus, that's not his name. All right, simple as that. It's Yahweh Shai. It's in Hebrew. He has a Hebrew name, and he speaks Hebrew as well. All right. So it says, and our fathers raised up Yahweh Shai, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him he it says, him hath the power exalted his right hand to be a prince and savior, for to give repentance to Yasha'Allah or Israel. All right, which consists of Negro, Latino, Native American. Which since we've been scattered, we have confusion of face, so you can understand. All right. And forgiveness of sins, but it's only for Israelites, all right? Because the confusion of face, they are Israelites, okay? So we're gonna get into it. You have to understand the history, to understand the whole Bible and all of that, to know about how the Israelites become Gentiles and all of that, So we're gonna go into that, in this lesson, all right? And I'm gonna use an example, being that you have this rapper or artist. His name's Shogun. He's a grime artist in Scotland, which I've had a chance to, of course, visit Scotland. We was going to move over there, but I came into the truth, a moth. All right, the truth, a moth, and then all of those plans was taken away from me. I had to forsake them, to follow Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, I was on a path to just acquire Scottish citizenship and all of that. Everything was set. Really, but I woke up. Everything was set. That I thought, but I was called. To this truth. All right, simple as that. But you have the when I ended up going over there, end up finding out that a lot of them people, the people over there are people. All right, Scots. Black. Their so-called black men have ruled Scotland. When you go into the history, even King James himself was a so-called black man. And yeah, you can go into the history, all right, because they of course had iconoclasm, which that's when the icons, the images were destroyed, all right, and whitewashed, all right. There were images that were of course put up, when the people was in rulership, which the so-called black men that rule, of course, places like Scotland and such, Ireland and all of that, England and all of that, and they were Israelites, all right. You have to go into history and the Moors and all of that, so just to know, even Scot, the word Scot itself is come from the word Scotty, which means black, all right. So you just go into your history and such, and you have to be well studied, all right. So I'm gonna go from where I've been speaking, and then just bring up this wee video and go from there. All right, so give me a wee moment and I'll pick it up. It's on the YouTube. All right, let me see, where's the tab. Let's see, give me a moment. So you have this artist here, is his name's Shogun, right? On appearance, you're gonna think that he's a so-called like they say Edomite, right? Which the nation of Yashala, since we've been scattered, all right, we're gonna look like the rest of these nations, right? So you're gonna see on this first glance, right, that this artist look like is an Edomite, but he's not. It's clear, all right, and we're gonna prove it. All right, here it is. Here you can see the artist. So you see him, they got the the leprosy, right? You know, that's a curse, of course. The so-called white man, of course, came out red like a hairy garment. All right, and he's the devil. All right, which means deceiver. All right, he's also Satan, Shaitan. He's the enemy. All right, of the nation of Yashala. All right, and they are a cursed seed. You know, but you know, our nation been scattered. So, you know, you're gonna have our people looking like them, okay? Because we, you know, have sex with the women where we've been, you know, and you know, over time and such, you know, you're gonna have your children look like the, you know, the different nations. All right, simple as that. All right.
Yeah, it's real now. Let's speak out. Fuck your weak views. Take 2 minutes to peer through my optics. I'm feeling it, making a killing, feeling it filling up my pockets. Masculine like Paul Pause for the profit. No religious affiliation, man, stop it. Half tall, grey, half monstrous. How you gonna stop this? I don't need to clock cuts once I drop this in the stove and I whip a slow gig. You wanna did it in my flow. You look a little timidor as I sit and scrub notes and alchemist. Still make it apparent this.
You can see this this boy have bars, man. Like for real. Like if you kind of see that, like something's wrong with you, you know. You know, like you know, we're not trying to uplift the whole rap culture and such, because you know it's bullshit and all that. But you know, you can clearly see, you know, he has talent, and he's isn't he a fucking Edomite. All right, simple as that. Which the Edomites are, you know, the so-called white men. All right, they're the nation which the Lord hates. All right, of course Esau, you know, is destined for destruction, right? But he isn't, a fucking Edomite. All right, it's clear. I'm gonna play a wee bit more, but you know, you'll get it.
Gold, I was born in 97, so fuck your profession. Don't know where my head is, treasure forever hidden, just so I don't get sexed. Smoking organic, I'm making you panic, man. Fuck all that peace chat, but they get out by the tat, speak up by speaking slang, got your virgin arm, telling us you don't need a man. So what does that mean? I've been a little bit fucked lately, and I don't wanna be another stereotype. I gotta grow up, man, it's really fucked 80 years old, thinking about end of my life. I don't give a fuck for your judgment, you're lucky that I only throw punches when I rate. So fucking selfish, I'll admit it. That's why this is scripted, I'm not talented or gifted, the up and coming, I'm just obsessed with stressing. Fucking running for my lifestyle that I've hated for the way, but I pushed everybody that ever meant.
Like even if you see the wee lyrics upon the scene, upon the screen, you know, the stuff, the content he's speaking, you know, only a Jake, you know, so-called Israelite, our actual Israelite, not our so-called black man, so-called Puerto Rican, so-called Native American, only that's gonna come out of their mouth. All right, simple as that. And you can tell if it's superficial or not. All right, you know, simple. You know, this dude, you know, he just talking. He pushed away everybody that ever meant anything to me, you know, away, you know. And you know, of course, you know, we Israelite, we do that. We get reclusive. We don't trust nobody and all of that. You know, and these are some of the curses that was put on the nation of Israel. All right, and they of course are a sign, you know, that, you know, you can tell who the Israelites are. All right, so let's getting into that right quick. All right, so we're gonna go into Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. All right, and he go into it. All right, so this is Deuteronomy. All right, so the Lord, he put a curse on the nation of Israel. All right, because we broke the law, statutes, commandments. All right, you hear that here. This is Deuteronomy, which the 28th chapter and the 15th verse. All right, the Israelites had these curses, right? But it shall come to pass, if thou will not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all of these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Okay, and some of the curses that we have, of course, you know, as one, for example, is Deuteronomy 28:16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. You know, the field is the world. All right. You know, wherever we go, we're cursed. All right. It says, look at it. I'm just skip on doing. Verse 19. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest it. All right. You know, so when we come into the world, you know, we receive nothing but trouble and such. You know, first of all, you know, everybody look at us as we're just nothing but you know, pieces of shite. You know, that we ain't nothing. All right. Which, you know, I'm gonna get a precept on that. All right. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. You know, I'm gonna wait before I bring it up. Let me see. I'm just gonna hit some of these weak curses. All right. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to a wee video. Let me see. All right. So this is a wee video. All right. You can check it.
My name is Shogun, and I'm a part of MFTM. And what I do is fuck up my life gradually, hoping that it may get better. But sometimes it gets good, and then it goes back to shit. That's what I do.
And that's the whole life of Jake, you know, of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and the confusion of face. All right, because he's nothing. You see the you know, the artist here, Shogun. He's nothing but a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American trapped in the skin of a heathen. All right, simple as that. All right. You know, if you understand that Gentiles and such, you know, you have the natural Gentiles and you have the Israelite foreigners, all right? Because, you know, our nation was scattered, which I'm going to get that curse. And because we've been scattered, you know, amongst the rest of the heathen, you know, because of that, you know, we look like them, all right? You know, and we learned their different ways and all of that, you know? So, you know, it's like, you know, I'm a wee bit excited, you know, to bring this up because I've been sitting on it for a while. All right, you know, so you know, I'm really excited to bring it up. You know, have a passion, you know, of course, of you know, proving the subject. You know, the Scots, even though the Scots, it has been proved. You know, different brothers in the truth and Great Millstone has proved. You know, Scots and Irish. You know, so the Scots come just climb out of the Irish and such. You know, that they are Israelites and such, but you know, I'm just doing my part on it, you know. But let me see. I'm gonna get you know, one of the curses. All right. So, you know, you got a couple of the curses. You know, first of all, he's mad. All right. So, you know, just the mentality of course, you know, just you know, that YOLO spirit and such, you know, we just hope, you know, we hope and pray things get better, but you know, things of course goes up and down. All right. Yeah, let me hit this precept. This is Deuteronomy, the 28th verse, right? And the 28th, yeah, right, 28 and 28. It says, Yahweh shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart meaning lab, meaning your mind. All right, you know, and a lot of our people are fucking bonkers. All right, their mind. All right, so you know, you see Shogun, you know, he has that, you know, you know, in his mind, you know, because he don't have the law, statute, commandments. He's not living according to it, but you know, I'm pretty sure he has a zeal, you know. Let me see. This is another one, of course, the curses, right? It says, and thou shalt become astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Yahweh shall lead thee, you know. And you know, the you know, the Irish, right, so called, you know, which are same people and such, you know, they looked, of course, down upon, you know, because you know, a lot of people, they know that, you know, they are, you know, go back to the nation of Israel. All right, you know, they call them niggers and shit, you know. But I'm gonna hit this this precept. Yeah, this is Isaiah 25:7. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and that's Yahweh. All right, he's going to do that, because when it reads on, it says, and the veil that is spread over all nations. And there's a veil, all right. A veil is a covering, all right, that's spread upon all of the nations, all right. And they're being called, of course, all these different names instead of what the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has really put and gave them, all right. You know, Jacob, you know, you here, you know, you from the nation Israel, from this tribe, all right. You know, you know, you Moabite, so-called Chinese people, you know, that's what you are, Moab, all right. But the nations, they just being called China. They call all these different words by the so-called white man, you know, and it's not who they actually are properly been called by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. Veil is what's that? Masaka. All right. Masaka. All right, is veil. All right, and when you go into it, it says a covering, web, veil. Right, simple as exactly what I said. All right, you know, you cover, you know, the nations. You know, which is a lie. You know, that's what so-called white man does. He just, you know, goes a bit, you know, lying, killing, and murdering wherever he goes. You know, that's why he's called the border of wickedness. You know, Malachi, you know, the first chapter, you can read that, you know. But let me see, I'm gonna hit this precept right here. This is you know, going through these curses itself, you know, proves that this dude is an Israelite too. You know, when you do some more investigation, you know, on them and such, you know, it says, let me see, Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and statutes that which he commanded thee. You know, and you know, wherever we went, you know, we started to, of course, go off. All right, you know, so I'm gonna get some precepts, you know, to break to of course prove that. All right, we're gonna get let me see, Zeke. Because of course, you know, the Lord, of course, he scatter us, you know, amongst the rest of the heathen, which, you know, I've actually, Slaki, I need to go down, to one of the curses, I think it's 64th. Yeah, this is one of the curses. It says, and Yahweh shall, this is Deuteronomy 28:64. It says, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. All right, so north, south, east, west, you know, wherever, you know, all over the world we've been scattered. All right, and that's the nation Israel. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. All right. And it says, and among these nations thou shalt find no ease. You know, and you know, Scotland got ghettos and all that. You know, I believe the mate is gonna, you know, he's gonna go into a bit of his tune, or you know, where city you live in, such, in Paisley and such. But you know, Glasgow is pretty rough. You know, have rough pots and all. You know, you got the countryside in Scotland and such, and it's beautiful. But you know, you have rough bits and stuff. All right. It says, shall the sole of thy foot have no rest? You know, so we fucking been in captivity all this time in slavery, even in Scotland, all right, even in Glasgow, having to work these shite jobs and all that, It says, but the Lord, it says, Yahweh shall give thee their trembling of heart of your mind, all right, and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind, and that's, like the meat here, Shogun was talking about, So, you just hope, things get better, but, of course, things, he usually don't. He gonna say it again, and me just get it.
Life gradually, hoping that it may get better, but sometimes it gets good, and then it goes back to shit. That's what I do.
And that's because we're under the curses, which it's explaining here in of course, in the scriptures. All right, let's go back.
I come from Paisley. Paisley's like, it's just like any other small town in Scotland. It's got like a heritage and stuff, but people don't really, not that they don't respect it, but they don't really use that as like a basis to kind of go, oh, we should kind of try and continue this legacy of working through hard times and stuff. Like, we kind of just, there's not really any jobs in Paisley. There's not really any opportunity in Paisley. Any opportunities are, they're fucking slim, very slim. Like, they don't offer any real prospect of like leaving the town and bettering yourself. It's just kind of like dead end jobs. Like, obviously there is industry there and whatever, but it's like unless you know someone, you won't get into that. So you kind of need to find your own way, and they kind of stopped a lot of the community kind of outreach programs. Like, we used to have a thing, they'd come in, they'd like up my way, they didn't have to build the pitch, but we had a basketball court, and like the council sent people up, and it was like a youth bus. We called it a youth bus, and it had like DJ Hero, FIFA, and all that on it, and then we'd go play football and shit like that. But like all that stopped, all that just for some reason it's just stopped. Like, there's nothing.
You see the mate, he's explaining, how we feel the ghettos and such, Paisley and such, y'all these Scots and such, and these little wee ghettos, no opportunity and such. That's all Jake, which the elite, they set up all of these different places, all right, and have us all fucked up. Our people are fucked up, all right, but the point is that we've been scattered, all right, and that he is in fact the Israelite, so I'm gonna hit some more precepts, all right. This is Psalms, let me see, because we've been scattered, right, and that's been established, which I stated, or the scriptures have stated clearly, all right. So we're gonna go precept upon precept, all right. Let's go into it. This is Psalms, all right, 106, and I'm gonna start at 106 and 33. And actually I had another scriptures in Ezekiel. I might bring that out. It says this is Ezekiel 36 and 19, and it says, and I scatter them, meaning the Lord, them among the heathen, that's the rest of the nations, all right, outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, all right. They're heathen, okay, and they were dispersed among the countries according to their ways and according to their doings I judged them, all right. And it goes on, it explains what happened, and I'm gonna precept upon precept, it's gonna explain, all right. It says, and when they enter unto the heathen, we've been scattered amongst all these different nations and such, Scotland, wherever we've been scattered, right. It says, whether they went, they profaned my holy name, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, blasphemed it and all that, didn't reverence it, all right. It says, when they said to them, these are the people of the Lord, and gone forth his land, but I had pity on, that's basically it on that, so Um, you know, you could, I could go and continue. It says, but I had pity for mine holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whether they went. We started, of course, worship all idols and stuff of the other nations, the other false gods and such, which I'm gonna precepts on that. That therefore say unto the house of Israel, that said the Lord Yahweh, I do this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, whether ye went slack. All right. And I sanctify my name great, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh, said the Lord Yahweh, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. And that's, of course, going to come very soon. And he's going to take us these different lands. All right. And that's, you can read that in the next verse. But I'm going to, precept upon precept. This is Psalms 96 or 106, and it's gonna start at 33. Right? It says, because they have provoked his spirit, so that he spake unadvisedly with his lips. It says, they did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them. Which going into history and such, there's times when, of course, we were told to, kill, slaughter, all of these Amalekites and all that, and didn't they listen to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, but you can go into history. But anyway, it says, but they were mingled among the heathen, that's the nation Israel, and learned their works. All right. So, say like, you have all these different, we got the Israelite foreigners, confusion of face and all that, Israelites in general, we got Israelites in all nations. All right. And, because of that, we're in these Gentile state of minds, like the rest of the nation, foreign from our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We're not walking in the law, statutes, commandments, walking in the way of the Gentiles, of the other nations, by serving their idols. It says, and they served their idols, which were a snare, meaning a trap, unto them. It says, yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, and they shed innocent blood, and even the blood of their sons and their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto idols of Canaan. And the land was polluted with blood. All right. And it says, thus were they defiled with their own works, and went a whoring with their own inventions. All right. So they went where we was amongst the heathen. We learned of different ways, served their idols, their different gods and all that. And of course, that's how you have our people know. They don't know who they are and nothing like that. They don't know that they're the chosen people, that they have law, statutes, commandments to follow and all of that. All right. So, that's, it, really. This sums everything up. This is more proof. This is Tobit 13, and I'll start at, this is verse 2. It says, for he doth scourge, and have mercy. He leadeth down to hell, which is the grave. All right. There's no place, isn't a place where you burn forever. You have a place which is the grave. All right. Our lower state, which our people are in the lower state. All right. Living in we ghettos, fucked up with the different curses. All right. It says, and bring it up again. Neither is there any that can avoid his hand. All right, which Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he's all powerful, almighty. It says, confess him before the Gentile, the nations, right? Other nations, right? Ye children of Yasha'Allah. There's a separation, all right, between us and the rest of the nation. All right, and that's the law, statutes, commandments. For he has scattered them us among them. Okay, so we've been scattered amongst the Gentiles. All right, the other nations. Okay, it says there declare his greatness and exalt him before all the living. And that's what we're doing now by waking up to our heritage. All right. You know, Abaratazah, the Shogun, you know, he wakes up that he's an Israelite. He may be seeing this video. All right. Upon the tube, it says, for he is our Lord, and he is the power of our Father forever. All right. In which, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's only dealing exclusively with the nation of Israel. All right. Which, let me see. Let me get some precepts on that. You know, because I'm very excited to do this lesson. You know, this is Amos 3:1. It says, hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel. All right, and so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, of course, the confusion of face. All right, dudes like Shogun, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, which only the nation Israel brought of the land of Egypt. All right, you know, which was, we was in bondage under another dark nation, which was the Matazarium. All right, which the so-called Egyptians were the Hamitic, Kamada, which means hot, and they were so-called Africans. All right. All right, they're another nation. There's a difference between us. You know, you read that, I think Exodus 11:7. You know, between the nation of Israel and the nation of Ham. All right, which is so-called Africans. All right, it says, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities." All right, so you know the part of the punishment, you know, was we were scattered. All right. And we look like the rest of the heathen, and we have these confusion of faces. Okay, all right. You know, okay. Let me see. I get Psalms 147. All right. This is Psalms 147 and 7. Let me see. Yeah, this is Psalms 147 and 19, and it says, he showeth his word unto Jacob, which is the Israelites, right? Jacob, name was later changed to Israel. All right, he's a progenitor of the nation of Israel, right? Yeah, the 12 sons. It says, his statutes and all his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, that have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. All right, so Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's only dealing with the Israelites. All right, you know, which you know, most of you Scots, you know, or you Scottish, you know, the Irish and all that, you know, most of them, you know, they are Israelites. Okay, you know, most of them are. All right. Let me see. Let me see. I was gonna get another precept. Let me see if it come back to me. Oh, Romans. This is Romans 8, and we're about to close it. You know, you can go into. I was gonna, you know, play some more from Shogun, but you know, really, you know, I concentrate mostly on the scriptures. You know, that's my, you know, that's my whole thing is precepts. You know, knowledge. All right, it's all what I'm about. You know, let me see. This is Romans 8:16. It says, "The Spirit beareth witness with our spirit, the spirit of the scriptures. All right, that we are the children of the power." All right, so you know, it's the Spirit bear witness with the spirit. You know, that we are the spirit are the children of the power. All right, we are Israelites. All right, and I believe that Shogun is an Israelite in fact, and a lot of them Scots are Israelites and such. You know, they have, you know, talent. You know, they're strong. You know, they got the zeal. You know, they had the beards upon their face and all that. You know, austere, most of them, you know, very cold people and all that, you know. So, you know, it's clear that they're Israelites. All right, fit the curses and all. All right, This is Romans. Let me see. I was gonna get it. There's a thing. Yeah. So this is Romans 2:14, and it says, "For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the thing contained in the law," so like having a beard upon your face and all of that, that's part of the law. All right. A lot of these Scots, they keep their beards and all of that. It says, having not the law, are a law unto themselves, which shew the works of the law within their hearts and their mind, their conscience also bearing witness in their thoughts, the meanwhile accusing or else excusing one another. All right. So you can clearly see they have a zeal. All right. But it's not caught in the knowledge, because a lot of them they cut off their beards and all that. They eat pork and all of that. But there's a zeal there. With these Scots. Let me see. So there's a lot. The Israelites. Which are in a Gentile state of mind, like the Israelite, they've been far away from the customs, all right? Because we went away from that. The nation, of course, fell from their heritage, right? Let me see, Jeremiah 17. Get this real quick for you. This is Jeremiah 17:4, and it reads. It says, "And even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee." And Yahweh Shemeshai gave us law, statutes, and commandments. All right. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knewest not. Because we come from Israel. We scatter, we put in captivity. "For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever." All right. And that's for a time, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's, seeing us call upon his name. He gave his name back unto us and such, and returned that language, the Lashua and Kodash in the Hebrew and such. We can call upon him, and achieve, of course, salvation and serving him in power, back unto us. Those of us of the elect, are the chosen. All right. Because, even though, they're, you Israelite, they got 2/3 of the people of the nation of Israel is going to get destroyed. All right. You read that in, what's that? Zechariah. Right. In 13 and, let's see, 13:8, I believe it is, but you read it on your own. I just want to hit a wee pair of precepts that, Spirit is telling me to bring out. All right. Let me see. I think it's Proverbs. Let me see. I was gonna get another one. Proverbs. It's like a return of pure language, but let me see. I can't find it here, but it's the Lord is going to return unto us a pure language, and of course, you have that going on, right now. We have the Hebrew, we have, the name back. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yeah, this is Zephaniah 3:9. It says, "For then I will turn to the people," which is the Israelites, "a pure language," starting off first at the elect, all right, "that they may call upon the name of Yahweh to serve him with one consent." All right, and we're doing that. We have the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. Simple as that. All right. Let me see. See if I can get another precept. And then we're about to close it, you know, because it's been proven, you know, this Shogun's a Israelite. All right, simple as that. Most of these Scots are Israelites. All right. Let's see if I can get the precept. Let's see. There's a precept. The elect shall praise. Elect praise. We get the precept. Yeah, this is Ecclesiasticus 7. All right, and 10. All right. Yeah, it says, "And the elect shall praise his holy name, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai." All right, the chosen gonna praise Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the name which was given back unto us. All right. It says, "Beside this, he gave them knowledge and a law of life for an heritage." All right. And, you know, the nation of Israel received, of course, that, you know, the law, statutes, commandments, right? It says, "For he made an everlasting covenant," which is an agreement with them, "and showed them his judgments," all right, which I read, of course, in Psalms, all right, 147, all right. So, you know, if you kind of see, you know, that, you know, Shogun's a Israelite, that most of these Scots are Israelites, you know, that have the spirit, you know, you know, you're just carnal, and you'll see it in the end. All right, there's another precept I want to bring out. Is it's in Romans. Let me see. Let me get it. Slakia. Let's see. This is Romans 2. All right, and let me see. I'm gonna start at 28. This is Romans 2 and 28, and it says, "For he is not a Jew." That's one of the tribes, right? Yehowadah in the Hebrew, right? But, you know, really the whole nation, right? The salvation of the Jews. It says, "For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly." So meaning not on your outside, on your flesh, all right? You know, "neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh," all right? "But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly," all right, in the spirit, all right? "And the circumcision is that of the heart, which is the mind, in the spirit, and not in the latter, whose praise is not of men, but of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai." Okay, you know, so you can't say that, you know, I'm not an Israelite. You know, these mostly people is not Israelites just based on the flesh. All right, it's something, of course, of the spirit. All right, simple as that. You know, simple as that. You know, this mystery of the Gentiles is simple as that. You know, we've been scattered, you know, amongst the heathen. We learned their ways and all of that. And, you know, we also, of course, lost, you know, the different features and all, you know, and, you know, that's a punishment, you know, but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is waking us up, giving us, the truth, a moth, all right, you know, and, we're waking up to who we really are, you know, that we're Israelites. Okay. I'm gonna have one last precept, and I'm gonna end it out on that. And then, I may play some of Shogun's music, but, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, really much, you know, you get the point. All right, this is Hosea 8 and 8, and it says, Yasha'al, or Israel, is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure, you know. And, you know, they don't like you know, our nation, where we've been, you know, put, you know, off. And I'm pretty sure Shogun himself can, you know, can testify and say that, you know. looked down upon and all of that too, you know. But, you know, basically the point is that, you know, the rest of the nations, so-called white man, the rest of these other heathen and such, they look down upon us and all of that, you know, because they think we just niggas and spicks and of nothing but just of no pleasure, all right, nothing to good, all right. But they want, of course, of us to, you know, entertain them and all right. But you know, that's it. You know, he has a natural zeal. You know, you can see it. You know, I believe he gives a wee bit of a boasting. You know, a lot of Jakes, you know, they boast a bit, you know, about their talent and all of that, you know. But, you know, you could go into it. You know, I'll leave a link in this description box and all. So, you know, with that, I'm just gonna close it. You know, I may play a clip and that be it. And you know, it's proven. You know, Shogun definitely is a Israelite. All right, and a lot of these Scots are Israelites. You know, I've witnessed firsthand, you know, that, you know, a lot of them have this, you know, crazy, have a lot of the tribes out there, you know, they have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, just, you know, they walking as Gentiles, thinking they're Scots and all. All right, but a lot of them are gonna wake up, you know, they're gonna wake up to this truth of the elect. A lot of them, you know, and they're gonna, of course, get gathered by Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the chariots and all that, you know. But, you know, that's a whole nother lesson. You know, don't want to get a bit ahead of myself. I want to just leave it, you know, at that. All right. Let me see. Let's see.
Fake to me outrageous, wanted to get my deck sucked. Always trying to crack jokes, little set fuck. Why can't I just appreciate life and smile? If you hate me, it's mutual. The sound of your body hitting the ground would be beautiful. I'm like a movable object in God's head, and I'm still reading my cuticle, still doing all the things that I used to do. Crucially, my hatred was created in the crucible. Alone in this that fuck, I put my head up out the cubicle. Gotta make it apparent that I lost a parent when I never had him. That it was a no-show when the pain burned down slow, deadbeat big brother. I can't even tell my mum when I loved her that I love her, but she wasn't waiting.
Like the man just said, that is die, you know, is a deadbeat, you know, family broke up and all, you know, these are curses, you know, by only the Israelites. All right, so, you know, this is it, you know. Check out the artist Shogun if you want, you know. You may like his, of course, his music, but, you know, that's it. You know, with that, I'm gonna say, call halayim la Yahweh Shem Yahushai ba Hashem Rakha Kodash. You know, giving all praises to the Most High and His Son. You know, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Of course, double honor to those apostles, a great millstone. You know, who have the whole 100% truth, teaching it. You know, to the nation of Yashala. You know, and to the elect. All right. Shalom. Hopefully. We'll see Scots, you know, or the elect, which it definitely will happen. You know, the elect, you know, where they've been scattered, you know, throughout Glasgow, throughout, you know, all the Highlands and all that, you know, wake up to this truth, you know, that the Israelites wake up to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. With that, shalom.